There's only so many. Would you do a hand form for us? Right, thank you. A little tumbling. The kids are going to do a little tumbling. This trains them how to fall. A lot of times the ground becomes our enemy. As we grow older, we become more afraid of the ground. When you're a kid, you do everything on the ground, watching TV, everything. You're not afraid of it. As we get older, to go to the ground means to get hurt. So in a fight, most fights, 9 out of 10, the FBI did a research, end up on the ground. Most people don't maintain balance. So the kids are going to show you a forward fall. Okay. Now we're going to do a forward fall. We come into what we call a tripod base. Okay, he heads that way, drop the knee, turn to the other direction. Okay, now back falls. What they're doing is displacing the energy so we don't fall on any one spot. You become a ball and roll. The slapping of the mat puts the energy off into the ground. And your hands are palm down when you slap. Okay, some of the tools we use with our body, we want to use soft tools to hard targets. Hard tools to soft targets. Okay, if I can use you, Weston. Some of the striking points we deal with are vital zones, nerve endings. These are pass points. Obvious vital zones, the eyes. Very simple. If somebody comes to attack, he goes to grab me, just a quick poke to the eyes. His eyes are scratched, he can't see. He's watering, he's off balance. Now I've gained control of the man. We have the nose, the throat, anywhere on the neck, sides of the neck, the mastoid process. Slapping the ears can cause concussion, loss of equilibrium. We go on down here to the solar plexus. Just below that's the diaphragm. The heart, collarbones, 4 pounds of pressure to break the collarbone. Any area there's a cavity, you can get to the nerves. The nerves are very well protected under the muscles. However, where they pass through a joint, they're exposed, so they're vulnerable. These are the areas that we attack. We got the spleen, bladder, liver, groin. We can numb massive muscle tissue by striking it. It goes through a Charlie horse. It's numb for a second. He can't use it. Gives us time to do something else. The knees. We can lock the knee. Okay, very easy takedown. The top of the foot, full of bones. Very vulnerable for smashing. The Achilles tendon, your shin bone. Okay, on the back, we've got the base of the skull. Anywhere on the cervical vertebrae, anywhere on the spine, between the shoulder blades themselves, the tailbone, the backs of the knees, the Achilles tendon, the heel. Now, many people break their fist in a fight. They watch a lot of TV. First thing, you hit the hard bone and the hand breaks. So We're going to strike with a palm, padded palm to these harder areas. Something soft like the throat, I may come in with a fist, okay? Or a backhand, or a chop, 2 fingers down in the throat. A palm upwards sends him back, which brings me to the next point. When we control our opponent, this has been tested over thousands of years. The body responds to pain in a certain way. If you're washing dishes and you cut your finger comes up to your head comes down. You get poked in the kidney, your head goes back, and the kidney comes up to your brain. So your brain goes to the pain goes to your brain. You stub your toe, you come down to it. So I can control a man because I know where he's going to go. If I kick him in the shin, his head comes down. Then I might kick him in the palm. Okay, that sets him back. Now I might kick to the groin. Now I have control of him here. Hey! Okay, he throws a punch. Take him off balance. Bring him into me. We always follow up. I never give him another chance. He throws a punch. I take his balance here. I'm inside. Hey! Hey! Ha! Hey! Okay, we call this follow-up. I want to put him down. I don't want him standing. If he throws a punch, I can come back, pull him off balance. Here. Hey! Okay? So, right away, thousandths of a second, I control the man. Okay, now we're going to have a workout. This is unrehearsed, spontaneous. With Andrea, she's been working here for about 6 months. Just got her yellow belt. And Weston. Now the person that's getting hit is learning to roll with the punches. They move with the pain, the way the body should move. There's no trading back and forth type of sparring because we don't give them that opportunity. Take control right now. Follow up till it's done. Now strength, it doesn't matter here. We're using technique. Okay, thank you. Nothing's more hazardous than a fight, or nothing's more unorganized, haphazard. People aren't going to move any certain way, so we got to move with what's happening at the time and be able to respond. So the way this works is we train our mind to use our bodies. And it creates a link. Kind of like when you first learn how to drive, particularly a stick shift. You got to get used to all the controls, right? You got to shift and let the clutch out, give it the right gas, and it probably jolts and dies, and you have to try it over again. Eventually, you get it down, you wire your system right. Now you're eating a sandwich and driving, and it's no big deal, you don't think about it. Cat comes across the road, you automatically go to the brake without thinking about it. That's your subconscious mind. This is how we train our bodies. Our subconscious mind takes over. We can be attacked from any angle and respond. Okay, next I'd like to show you a sword form. This art is comprised of 5 family systems: Toiga, Liga, Hoiga, Twitka, and Hunga. And we can use your Weston. Toiga deals with punches and kicks, strikes. So I can use the chop, 2 fingers, palms, fist, with the 2 knuckles here, okay? We can use the bottom of our foot, the ball of our foot, where all the padding is. The side of the foot, okay? The heel. We can use knees. He throws a punch. Besides the feet and the hands, do select the shoulders. Here. Or just the whole body. So there's many, many ways to strike. The next family deals with leverage. Give me a big enough leverage, I can move the world. Don't have to have strength, this is technique. He throws a punch. Right here, I reverse it. Locks his radial and ulnar bones. I take him anywhere I want to. Now I lock his elbow. Throws a punch. Lock his spine. Throws a punch. I strike, I soften him up. Leverage. Throws a punch. Tick. Right here. Tick. So leverage is a very powerful tool. Now, I like to soften them up before I go into a leverage. So I strike to the throat. Okay? That opens them up. Now I can come in with any kind. I can reverse here, come in on the elbow, drive him down, reverse it here, take him anywhere I want to. The next family is Hoiga. This deals with nerve endings and strike zones, areas that we hit for maximum efficiency. He throws a punch. I don't need to block. I go straight for the throat here. 2 fingers. Okay? I come in here, mastoid process nerve. I control him. Okay? He's shaking my hand too hard. I come into the cavity here. They control him. If I take a man off balance, he throws a punch. He has to regain himself before he can punch me. He has to regain his balance. I don't ever let him regain it. This is where I take him down, okay? The next family is Futka. Means Buddha-like. It's a higher realm of thinking. He's going to attack me, and I know it the minute he knows it. As soon as I see, then I move in on him. This is where I use the element of surprise. He doesn't know I'm going to hit him. He thought he was attacking me. The man who gets there first, a lot of times, gains the balance. The next family is Hunga, which deals with our form and our power, which is the stance. If you lose balance, you're on the ground, and you don't have power. If you got to push your car up a driveway, steep driveway, you're not going to do it with your legs together like this. It's going to fall back on you, right? So you get down in a stance where you're strong and push that car up, locking your legs here. This is the same principle we use. I'd like everybody to come on out. Okay, let's have your kids up front here. And we're going to do basic 8 stances that we practice. We practice these stances in motion. We don't like to be stuck in a stance. We're going to move from one to the next, in and out. We don't want to be landed in any one spot for too long or they find us. Supingma. Right andoma. Elma. Dinma. Nudoma. Jonama. Bingaima. Shugakma. Those are the 8. Then I have them turn to get to the front. Andoma. Supingma. Supingma is a full horse. It's very strong structure. Good for throws. Right andoma. This is a half horse, bow stance. Right andoma, on your other right. 60-40 weight distribution. Our heads are straight, our spines are straight. If you're leaning just a little bit, you're off balance. The way you want to think of this is there's a 40-foot pole going through my head. If I lean a little bit, what's that pole doing? Okay, a trained fighter sees this, he's going to pull you off. So our posture and our positioning and our alignment of our body is natural and gives us the most effective power. From here, we're going to pull back into the kick stance. This is a ready position. We can kick from here. We can go the other way. We can leap forward, go to the side, anywhere we want to go. Dinma is our slide stance. It's a slide attack. Noodle-ma, we cross over, right over left. It's a transition. Jonama, twist out. Bigaima, kneeling stance. Chugakma is the fighter's triangle. Andoma, supingma, and we work the left side. Left andoma, elma, dinma, noodlema, jonama, bigaima, shungakma. Andoma, supingma. Next, we practice our blocks, and these are we refer to as windmills. Let's see them down windmills. Now we block with the ulna bone, the pinky side. Less nerves in there. This is our natural club. Keep it close to the body. At all times, our vital zones are protected. The palms are facing in. From here, we go to an up windmill, which is the palms are out. We're blocking with that ulna bone. This is a natural position. From there, we go over the head windmills. The up windmill, but we'll go round up over the head. Okay, thank you guys. Now, if you hold a sword in your hand, you can see how these windmills work. If I come around, my arm is locked here, and that's the end of my motion. So when I come around here, I'm going to turn it over. So the blade edge is always facing there. That's the same thing with just the hand windmills. Those are the down windmills. The up windmill, same way. I'd run out, so I turn the hand over, and then over the head. Okay, Weston, would you like to do a staff form? These mats are more of an encumbrance than any help. We also train, we fall on any surface. Right. Okay, now he's going to demonstrate, he demonstrated a lot of coordination with the stick. Some of those movements were just for that, for coordination. When we're actually in a battle, he's going to tone it down to strictly strikes. Now, he's going to do the same form as a hand form. Great, thank you. Okay. Now, women and children and the elderly are the ones that tend to get attacked the most. And unfortunately, martial arts seem to be a male-dominated area still. And women tend to be grabbed more. So we're going to go over some grabs here. Okay, he grabs her. She's just gonna not worry about the grab. She can just go straight to a strike. His hands are tied, her hands are open. Now she takes him off balance using her body weight, going back into that stance. Continually following up, striking vital zones. He's gonna make sure he doesn't get up again. Now he grabs her lapel. He leverages the arm after striking him and making him think about that palm to the eyes. Breaks the arm there. If he's not done yet, a quick chop to the base of the skull. Hey, he grabbed